One often overlooked and undervalued Instagram tool for gaining followers is live video, and that's what we want to talk about today. And live video may scare you, and I get it. It used to scare me too. But the more you practice, the better you get. And live video establishes you as an authority in your area of expertise. Today's short clip from a masterclass training shares how to get more people watching your lives. And stay tuned for my wrap up at the end to get some juicy hooks that will keep people sticking around for your live. And now, listen in.
Welcome to Authentic Online Marketing with Ruthie Gray. Growing awareness for your blog, podcast, book, or product involves more than dancing to reels and yelling, "Buy my thing." This show models quality over clamor so you can put your spin on your message and market in a way that feels authentic to you, because nobody wants to sound like an infomercial. And now, here's your host, Ruthie Gray.
Go live once a week or once every other week, or maybe you start out once a month. Try to do it the same time, the same day. Go alone or with a friend. If you really want to expand your reach, go live with a friend, a colleague, or a client. A friend that maybe compliments your brand or enjoys your message. Colleagues, same way. Or a client could be doing testimonies. We have a gal in our mentorship, my podcast coach, Ren Robbins, and she goes live once a week. It's the same day every week. And guess what she does? She answers questions about podcasting. Brilliant, right? Gather questions somewhere on Instagram or in your email and go live and do that. Maybe it's a Tip Tuesday. Here's some tips for going live. There is an excellent feature right now called Ad Reminder. Use that sucker, Ad Reminder feature. I'll show you how it works in a minute. Then when you're live, acknowledge those who show up. Don't just plow on through and say everything you have to say and get all nervous. I mean, it does. It takes time. You have to practice. Many of you are freaking out in the Facebook group because we gave a challenge one day to go live, but a lot of you took our challenge. And that's how you learn. You learn by doing. So acknowledge those that show up. There's a hand waved emoji. You can tap that real easily. You can speak their name. People like to be spoken to. They like to be acknowledged. Teach something valuable, like a weekly tip. Publicize your live. Publicize it in stories. Use the countdown feature. I do that a lot. Send it in your newsletter. Make a feed post about it. Make a reel about it. But let people know you're going live so they'll show up. And then share it in the feed, because a lot of people won't show up, but they'll watch the replay later. Here's how to set a reminder. Before you share your post, under tag people, it says add reminder. And then you can title it. Like mine was Live with Ruthie. It might be better to title it something that's very succinct about what you're going to teach about, like how to keep plants alive. And then you give the start time. And then once you do this and click done, then Instagram gives a button that people can click on to view the event details from that post. It's an excellent, excellent tool.
You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like the biggest thing holding people back from going live is fear. Fear of how I look, fear that no one will watch, fear that I'll say the wrong thing. It's scary to go live if you're not used to it. But honestly, what are we afraid of? Other humans? What are they going to do? Throw tomatoes through the screen? Often we let our fear hold us back from doing many things. If fear is your issue, let me encourage you to go listen to episode 29, How to Overcome Your Fear of Reels, where I gave solid tips for how to practice Reels, which also applies to live video. Hair and makeup, age, our kids making fun of us, Moses and Joshua's fear, as well as my own, and God's affirmation to stand strong in your calling are all things I covered in that episode. We'll link that in the show notes too. We get better by doing the things we don't like. not by reading about them or watching YouTube. You can do this. And guess what? You can practice going live before actually going live. And you can practice going live with a friend too. Here's a reminder. You don't have to post your live to your feed. You have the option to discard afterwards. But let me just encourage you not to do that. Going live is hard work. So repurpose your work and post it. Remember, live videos transition into reels. You'll need to have a caption and hashtags handy for your reels post after the live. And often I save that kind of information, already have it written up, and I save it in my iPhone notes so that I can copy and paste and then post. The most overlooked and undervalued Instagram tool to gain authentic followers is live video. Because here's the thing about being authentic. People see the real you in action. It's not taped. It's not you pointing to words or dancing to music. You haven't taken 75 takes. It's you, raw and real. That's authentic. Use this Instagram tool to gain followers. Live video. Go live once a week, bi-monthly, or monthly. You choose, but just do it. Go live with a friend to share audiences and grow followers. That's powerful stuff. How to get a crowd to watch your live? Post and add reminder. Share in your stories and use the countdown sticker. Share in your newsletter that you're going live. And then do this. Use a hook as soon as you go live. Don't say this. I just wanted to come on here today to talk about, you've already lost them if you say all that. You need a hook right off the bat. Here are 5 hook examples, but if you click on our show notes, you can get 25 more. So you can't blame the hook for being your holdup for not going live. Here's 5 hooks. Number 1, here's how to get your blank up and running. Number 2, have you seen this? Number 3, 3 things you need to blank. Number 4, use this the next time you blank. Number 5, the best way to blank a blank. Of course, you fill in the blanks with your industry, your arena, your area of expertise. And like I said, if you want 25 more hooks, just click the link in the show notes and they are yours for free. And then that won't be your excuse for not going live. Going live also is a very effective launch tool, especially when you invite former clients or customers to co-host with you. So I just want to tuck that in your bonnet. Whenever I have a launch, I always go live several times, and I have former clients and members come on with me. That's the most powerful tool because it shows social proof, and they give testimonies about my trainings and my communities. And I almost always have purchases afterwards. You can go live. You can do this. And honestly, I would love to know what's holding you back. So after you listen to this episode, send me a DM at Authentic Online Marketing Pod on Instagram and let me know your biggest fear or hang up to going live. I'd love to know. Maybe I'll make another podcast episode about this, about addressing those fears, or maybe I'll just go live and address them then, and we can talk about it and chat. Thanks for listening today. Remember, live video is authentic video. Remember to share your message, your way, in your own authentic voice, and go live.